From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got block me. Hey, check right 27. Check right 27. Ready?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
31's the mic. Watch the run. 31's the mic.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Washington.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Carr's pass.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep here for Watkins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
And the Washington 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike. Turn it away. They're running it. Mike 27. Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check safety, check safety. Check four, check four.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Carr going to go on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Terry McLaurin. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
On the tackle. A gain of 15. First down, Houston.
His throw incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Third and long.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll try and throw for it here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, check 24. Express.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Tighten up. Deuce.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Strip that ball. You're mine. Mark 38. Ricky. Mike 38. Express.
On 3rd down, Carr gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
Check Mike 27. Here we go. Check 15. Heavy. Check.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Check. He's coming. Double up. Go Chief. Check nickel. Six guy. Check 6 guy. Express. Get wide.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
31's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Quick dance. Go. Switch. Watch twist.
Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
3rd and 13.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Crunch. Check. Sponge. No. Go Chief. SOS. Check 43. Who's right, Chief?
On 3rd down, here's Jones. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this third quarter of play. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Watch the safety creep. Check 26. Check 26. Express. Motion.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right here. Switch it. Come on down. Switch. Out. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 52.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hey, we're good. You want it, Express.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, wide open receiver complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
Check. Express. Switch.
This is Jones. And he goes goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Oh, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and now...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Buccaneers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The pass.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Chase Young.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On third down, Jones. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Carr. He's got Evans. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9. Check 13. Check 13. Check 37. Check 37. Whip. You're mine. Watch the whip.
The give is to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Let him run. Got one. Block 38. Block 38.
Shotgun now for Carr. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
36. Shit. Later 2. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Shit.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check Mike 27. 93. Mike 27. Yeah. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike. Express. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Carr now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike. Later 1. Hey, skip. Joker. Shift. Kill. Check. I love flat.
On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
It's just me and you. 41's coming. 41's the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now. Express. Roy.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes this Washington 27, Buccaneers 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Back to throw now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Carlton Davis picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20.
Another day, another
pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Down, Buccaneers.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Is good. Makes this Washington 27. Buccaneers.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
This is going to be covered up by Washington. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
It's Gibson, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
By Shaq Barrett. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
they'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A 5-yard pickup.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Carr to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Finish here on a Monday night. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. We thought we might have a good close game, and we did. Really came down to that final onside kick. They recovered it, but they would have had to return it. They were unable to do that, and that wrote an ending.
That is frustrating, isn't it? To execute an onside kick and get the ball, yet there's no payoff for them. Right now, they're probably in their locker room trying to comfort themselves with, the clock just ran out on us. We were right there.
So for our visitors, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.